I can't completely accept that I just watched 2 episodes of Season 7 of Stranger. As time goes on, I'm not ready to say goodbye to this season yet. In the subsequent episode, so many things took place. Alan, Malva's sibling, was at last recognized as the culprit. Brian Roger went back in time to the 20th century in order to get Amanda, their newborn daughter, who had a heart defect, treated. Wendy Godonner demanded gemstones from the Frasers after escaping captivity. He and his foolish companions spilled ether all over the place as they searched for the pearls. Still, stupidity is stupid. This man lit the room with a match, which caused a huge explosion. Claire specifically told him not to light that match. And how is it that he doesn't know that ether can burn? I think he lost track of fundamental science because he spent too much time in the past. Regardless, the episode came to a close with the spectacular explosion. I should now figure out who made Do and who died. The preview for the upcoming episode provides me with contradictory clues. I am naturally aware that Jamie and Claire are still alive. Notwithstanding, how could they get by? Did the blast just influence Wendy, though, and his companions' region of the house? It makes sense because the only place where the ether could escape was Claire's surgery. Let's take a look at the preview for more clues. The preview begins with this shot of a car driving in the middle of nowhere. The vehicle belongs to Roger and Bree, so I assume this is Scotland. As you can see, figuring this out was simple. Despite my uncertainty regarding whether they would remain in the United States or relocate to Scotland, they successfully left in the previous episode. It's possible that they will first meet Joe Abernathy in the United States because Claire claimed to know someone who could help Amanda. Joe is one of my main characters on the show, so I genuinely need to accept that we see him in episode 3. After Bree and Roger's treatment of Amanda, they will travel to Scotland. In addition to showing images from the production, I will also provide additional hints in the preview. The audit happened with Jamie and Claire lying in bed. Jamie asserts that Claire was in his second dream. Genuinely, this plot is very interesting. I've been enthusiastically anticipating more data with respect to Jamie's ability for prescience. He likewise discussed the past episode when he saw Claire under electric light. There is no doubt that this has continued. Jamie begins to portray as Claire inquires about the fantasy, and what do we see? A vehicle is getting close to Lollybrock. Dear friend, it's been a while. This car is different from the one we saw at the beginning of the trailer, so I'm not sure what's going on. In this one, Roger and Bri are at least present. That is certain to us. Jamie's immaculate depiction of the scene is intriguing. Claire also inquires about the happiness of Bri and Roger. The preview, on the other hand, delves into something else before he responds to that question. So Bri and Roger are going to Lollybrock. Roger and Brianna discover a connection to Jamie and Claire in the 20th century according to the episode synopsis. Thusly, I would estimate that following the treatment, they keep thinking about whether Jamie and Claire are as yet alive following the fire, and they find that Jamie and Claire might have gotten back to Scotland. After the first episode of Season 7, Jamie told Claire in a season preview that he wants to return to Scotland to bring young Ian back to his family. As a result, it's possible that Roger and Bree will discover this in the future and travel to Scotland to learn more about the country's history. Martina or Curve? This preview does not, as does the initial official teaser for Season 7. Curve Bug is obviously noticeable during the burial service parade in this mystery. Therefore, Martina must have passed away. She was saved from death by the fire. Arch, Jamie, and Claire were right next to her in the seat. She wasn't the only one affected by the fire. As a result, this ought to be related to the Taken Gold narrative. Claire is seen offering advice to young Ian in the show's concluding scene. She encourages him to maintain his breathing, act strong, and present a brave face. This makes me wonder if it has anything to do with Fraser's Ridge's loss or something else that hasn't happened yet. I won't talk about the spinners that some of you posted in the comments about young Ian's behavior. We will watch the episode when it comes out. Discuss the season thus far and your predictions for the remainder at this time. Did you find the first 2 episodes enjoyable? How many did the 3rd episode work out? Please let me know in the box below. Ensure that you like and share this video. You can subscribe to the channel to view additional videos similar to this one. Visit again soon.